Hello students, today we are going to discuss about our next topic of optics and the optical instrument, that is linear magnification by spherical lenses. Means how the linear magnification will take place when an object is kept in front of the lens, either in front of the convex lens or in front of the concave lens. So first diagram I have drawn to show the linear magnification of the convex lens. It is a convex lens. First of all, we should know what is the linear magnification or define the linear magnification. So, linear magnification produced by a spherical lens, either by the convex lens or by the concave lens, means linear magnification produced by the lens is the ratio of size of image to the size of object, and both the size of image and object are measured always perpendicular to the principal axis. Once again I am repeating, what is the linear magnification? Linear magnification for any spherical lens, either for the concave lens or for the convex lens, is the ratio of size of image to the size of object of the lens, and both are measured perpendicular to the principal axis. So first of all, I am going to write about the linear magnification produced by convex lens. Here one object is kept in front of the lens, O dash is our object. Two rays we have taken, as we are knowing for the formation of image, we are taking two rays, two principal rays we will take. So first I have taken, which is going from the optical center, so it will not deviate, and coming here. Secondly, I have taken parallel to the principal axis. After the diffraction, it will go and pass through the focus. It is passing through the focus, and both are intersecting each other at this point. So here the image I dash is formed. So the size of image is I dash and size of object is O dash. If I have considered the size of image, let us consider Y2. And the size of object I have considered Y1. Considering anything you can consider. So here I have considered the size of image is Y2 and size of object is Y1. Now see, in this we will consider in triangle COO dash and triangle CII dash. And in this triangle, since you can see that angle OCO dash is equal to angle ICI dash, which angle? Vertically opposite angle. It is vertically opposite angle, so this both angle will be equal. And another is, since the object are kept perpendicular on the principal axis, so this both angle is 90 degree. It means angle O dash OI OC is equal to I dash IC is equal to 90 degree each. So two angles become parallel. Then by angle we can say, by angle postulate, triangle COO dash is similar to triangle CII dash. Both become similar. So if the two triangles this and this become similar, so we can write the ratio of their corresponding sides will be also equal. So you can write I dash in this triangle, this side is corresponding to this OO dash is equal to CI upon CO. This I have considered Y, so Y2 upon Y1, and CI, this distance of image is always written as V, and the distance of object is we are taking generally U. So V upon U, and the ratio of size of distance of image to the distance of object is equal to what? Or the size of image to the size of object is only known as the linear magnification, that is M. So this is our required relation. M is equal to Y2 upon Y1 upon V by U, means the linear magnification produced is equal to size of image to the size of object, or the distance of image to the distance of object. Same derivation you can prove for the concave lens also, concave also you can draw. So for this the diagram will be like this. This is the principal axis first to draw. This is the concave lens. Now you can consider one object is kept here, O dash is the object. One ray is going parallel to the principal axis. After the diffraction through the lens, it will go away from the normal, means reflect like that. Another ray which is coming from the optical center, consider C, it is going undeviated. Now both the rays are not meeting at a point, so how the image will fall? So we will produce this ray which is going outside the lens, which is we will produce it backward here, and it will appears to come on focus F, and here our image will fall, image I dash. Again two triangles you will consider, this triangle C I dash I and C O dash. Two triangles we will take and we will prove it similar. How? This angle C is common in a smaller triangle and bigger triangle both, and both are making 90-degree angle with respect to principal axis. So by angle again these two triangles will become similar. So since triangle CII dash is similar to triangle COO dash, similar you can prove like that by angle postulate I have explained. After proving the similar, you can write the ratio of corresponding sides will be equal. It means II dash upon OO dash, this is corresponding to this, and IC is equal to OC. Now again consider this is Y2 and this is Y1. Size of image, size of object, and image distance V upon U, and this is only the linear magnification M is equal to Y2 upon Y1 is equal to V upon U. This is your relationship. Now this is the linear magnification, and the formula of linear magnification, M is equal to Y2 by Y1 is equal to V upon U. Now next one more formula of magnification you have, other formula of magnification also we can prove, and this we can derive with the help of lens formula. How we will derive with the help of lens formula? So lens formula we all are knowing, 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 upon F. Consider it equation number 1. Other formula of magnification I am proving. Now multiply both sides of this equation by V, once by V and once by U. So first of all multiply by V in this equation. So this will become 1 V by V. 1 minus V by U is equal to V upon F. So V by U is equal to 1 minus V upon F, or you can write F minus V upon F. This is what? Equation number 2. Again multiplying by U in equation number 1. Multiplying by U in equation number 1. So we will get U by V minus U cancel, U by U1 equal to U upon F. So after this you can write U by V equal to U by F plus 1 or U plus F upon F after taking the LCM. So when you will write the reciprocal of this equation, so V by U is equal to F upon U plus F, equation number 3. In equation number 2, V by U is equal to this much, F minus V upon F, and in equation number 3, V by U is equal to F upon U plus F. So from equation 1 and 2 we can write, from equation 2 and 3 when we will compare, so we can write V by U is equal to F minus V upon F is equal to F upon U plus F. Is it okay? Yes. Now V by U again, the distance of image to the distance of object you can write linear magnification. This is equal to M also, and this is our final result of formula of linear magnification. So this is the other formula of linear magnification. M is equal to, general is V by U only, this 1, 2, and this is third one. M is equal to U by V is equal to F minus V upon F is equal to F upon U plus F. Means somewhere in solving the numerical we can use these formulas also. So this is all about the linear magnification and the formulas related to linear magnification. Now next topic we are going to discuss about this is power of lens. What is the power of lens? So simply it is asking to define what is the power. Power means capacity to bend the light when a ray of light will pass from a lens. When a ray of light will pass from a lens, so how much the lens will bend this ray. So that capacity to bend the light ray after passing from a lens is known as its power. Suppose if a lens I have taken and it is bending the ray more. So if it will bend the ray more, so all the rays will meet at a small distance after the lens. So the focal length will become small. Suppose another lens I will take and when the rays of lights are passing through the lens and it is bending slowly and gradually and they all are meeting at a long distance from the lens. So this focal length will be more. And earlier one the focal length was small. It means what? The first lens which we have considered, that power is small. No, power is more and the focal length is small in first case. And in second case the power is less but the focal length become more. मतलब सिंपल सा है कि अगर किसी भी लेंस से कोई रेज पास करे उसका पावर जितना ही ज्यादा होगा वो उतनी ही जल्दी रेज को मोड़ देंगे, उतनी ही ज्यादा बेंड करेंगी, उनका फोकल लेंथ उतना ही क्या हो जाएगा, छोटा हो जाएगा. फोकल लेंथ स्मॉल, इट मींस पावर इज मोर. फोकल लेंथ छोटा होने का मतलब क्या है, लेंस का पावर ज्यादा है, उसने रेज को जल्दी बेंड कर दिया, जल्दी आके मिल गया, प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस पे एक छोटा फोकल लेंथ मिला. अगर कोई हम एक ऐसा लेंस कंसीडर करें जिससे उसकी बेंडिंग की कैपेसिटी स्लो और वो कुछ देर बाद फोल्ड करे, वो दूर कहीं जाके मिले प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस पे, देन फोकल लेंथ क्या हो जाएगा, बड़ा. तो जब पावर कम फोकल लेंथ ज्यादा, focal length कम पावर ज्यादा. This is the relation between the power and focal length. Simply if we have to define what is power, then you will define power of a thin lens is equal to the reciprocal of the focal length. Nothing. Power is simply the reciprocal of focal length is known as power. Here I am writing formula. Power P is equal to reciprocal of focal length is known as power, and always the focal length is written in this formula in meter. P is equal to 1 upon focal length in meter. Means both are vice versa. Focal length will more, power will be less. Power will be more, focal length will be less. And always the power is denoted by the symbol P, and it is measured, means the unit of power is not that power, work energy power. This power in optics we are measuring the power of a lens in unit diopter. So this is the unit of